are loaded up with listener questions in this segment as well, so we better jump in.
Yes, this is Andrew in Alpharetta.
Yes.
And he writes in and says, I'm trying to decide if I should escrow my taxes and insurance with my mortgage payments. Do you have a preference?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Alfie, do you have a preference? Do you escrow your taxes and insurance with your mortgage payment, or do you pay your taxes and insurance separately?
I do that separately.
You do?
Yes.
No mortgage, no escrow?
No.
So how do you save money then for your taxes and insurance? Do you and Kimber put a certain amount away each month in preparation for paying the taxes and the insurance?
Yes. We try to have a little kind of side,
Yep.
Always in a little emergency fund anyway for
Yep.
all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So we try to make sure we're
Yep.
prepared.
Have you ever, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't be digging into your personal business, but I think it's very interesting. Have you ever, I don't know when taxes are due in your county, I would assume October, November, something like that. Have you ever been short when it was time to pay your taxes and thought, oh my gosh?
Well, my father helps a little bit because even though it's my home and I'm paying off for it, he purchased the property.
Oh, okay, got it.
Due to the fact that he had to sell, he had a home in California.
Yep, he had to exchange them.
So for him not to be taxed on the money when he made the purchase, he put the money that he got profited from the home in California into homes.
Got it.
For that, so that way the money wouldn't be taxed.
Which makes sense, by the way. So then, preparing to pay your taxes and insurance every year wouldn't be as big a deal to you as it might be to some people. So Michelle and I, for those of you who don't know, my wife's name is Michelle, and so when we got our first and maybe second mortgage, we never escrowed taxes and insurance.
Okay.
So we would always make the tax payment and insurance payment on our own, but the reality is that you pay a little bit more in interest on your loan in today's world when you don't escrow taxes and insurance, because the lenders consider that loan to, and I'm making a blanket statement, and it's probably not that way on every single loan out there, but on most of them, you pay more in interest. So maybe a quarter of a point more in interest to offset the additional lender's risk for you not escrowing your taxes and insurance, because if you don't have any money to pay your taxes and insurance, the county can foreclose on your home. And the lender doesn't want to have the county foreclose on your home. So and now see here, that was Andrew, right? So Andrew, on all of the mortgages I've had for the last 20 years, have escrowed my taxes and my insurance. And not because I think it's good to give the lender, in some cases $5,000 or $6,000 a year for taxes and insurance and let them keep it when I could be earning interest on it, but it's because it's forced savings for me, so I don't get surprised in October or November or December whenever the taxes are due in the county in which we own property. So my preference is to escrow taxes and insurance, and if you're getting a mortgage now, and it sounds like you are based on your question, I would ask the lender this: if I do not escrow my taxes and insurance, is there a difference in my interest rate? If there is not, then Andrew, do whatever your preference is. If there is a difference in your interest rate, then understand the additional cost of not going ahead and escrowing your taxes and insurance